Hi, I'm ALVA, and I'm going to give you some tips on the benefits of shifting our shame into vulnerability and being really honest with what we're feeling and who we're being. Are you keeping any secrets? Is there something you're ashamed of that you've done in the past that you regret? Do you feel guilty about something that you've done that you don't want anyone to know about? Some of us have cheated on our ex-boyfriends, ex-husbands. Some of us have lied. Some of us have been dishonest. And so if we hide from ourselves and we don't forgive ourselves and we don't transmute that energy, it's going to cause us to disconnect from who we really are, which is whole and complete. I used to feel shame because I lost my virginity when I was very young and I didn't want to, and I judged myself. And I wasn't really taking responsibility for my actions because I didn't know I was playing the victim role. And I did my best, but I felt really guilty because I broke one of the 10 commandments. I was raised Catholic. And I know what it's like to hold shame in the body. I also cheated on an ex, and I really wasn't being honest with myself. I really wasn't ready for that commitment. I was with someone for 20 years of my life, and it was just way too soon for me to be dating in a committed way with someone. And instead of just being honest, I lied. And oops, this happened. And so I look back on it now and I don't have any shame. And I'm not no longer angry at myself, but I was very, very, very angry at myself for both of those things. And I also persecuted myself. I was like Joan of Arc. I made sure to punish myself. And I mean, that's a whole other story beyond the scope of this video. But I want y'all to know that I have done things that I'm not proud of in my past. Those things are major things. And it's taken me a lot of healing. But the thing that we usually do is we'll say, oh my God, I can't believe she cheated. Or, oh my God, when you're that young, you can say no. You know what you're doing when you're 14. Well, I didn't. And after my divorce, a year and a half after being with someone for 20 years, I really wasn't ready to be making those decisions for myself. I wasn't. I was used to living for other people and doing what other people wanted me to do. And that is also the victim mentality, right? And so today, I have been inspired to dive even deeper, more than ever, through my classes, my workshops, the teachings that are being inspired to me during my meditations, for us to sit with our shame, to sit with our regrets, to sit with whatever it is that you're ruminating for years sometimes and feeling guilt, and allowing ourselves to love and accept and be open to accepting the parts of us that are unacceptable. And so if you would like to learn how to forgive the unforgivable, how to accept the unacceptable, how to love the unlovable, reach out to me. Tomorrow, December 10th, I'm offering a class on intimacy, vulnerability, how to heal shame, how to embrace the shame. You see, we're all doing our best, and for a lot of us, our best is not enough. I know firsthand, in the past, I was so hard on myself. I was like, how could I have done that? How could I have done that? What's wrong with me? And just not really being a support for myself. And so guess what? Healing doesn't happen like that. These past years, I've studied in depth what it really means to heal. And I can tell you right now, this is my expertise, emotional processing in the body. My background as a physical therapist has given me the tools to understand the dynamics of the body, the biomechanics, the kinesiology, the anatomy, and how we actually hold traumas, memories, emotions in our body tissues. And yet so many of us have no clue that a reason why we're having chronic pain in our pelvis, or pain when we have sex, or pain in our shoulders, chronic pain in our jaw, is because we're holding back those emotions of shame and guilt, or fear, or rejection, or judgment about yourself. And so if you want to be free, if you want to be able to really enjoy your body, enjoy your life, and forgive yourself, forgive what happened, take the gems of what happened and use them as fertilizer to grow. That's what I've done. And so I'm here to let you know there's only love over here. I don't want to hate anyone. I don't want to shame anyone. I don't want to guilt anyone. I don't want to judge anyone. I just want to be a guide, a facilitator, like a best friend, a greatest cheerleader for you. And trust me, folks, I'm learning to. Sometimes I definitely can listen more, and I love that. I don't have to be hard on myself. We are all in a time of great opportunity to grow. And the biggest way we're going to do that is to start to feel more and take more time to just sit with ourselves, in nature ideally, and ask ourselves, how are you feeling? What's inside me? Am I holding on to any shame? And so I posted a video yesterday of myself in my own having a healing session and having a massive cathartic release of the past. And so I encourage you to watch that video. It's on my YouTube channel, Michelle ALVA TV. It's the latest video I posted. And notice what comes up for you when you're watching me crying, letting go of shame, letting go of the protection that I was holding. In those moments, things came up of me having to protect myself from what happened to me a long time ago, and also just protecting myself for years because I had to keep it together as a child and help my mom out. And these are things that have been coming up for me in the past couple weeks. I've been crying more than usual, and I'm grateful because that little girl needed to come out. And so I don't say, what's wrong with me? Why am I so emotional? I say, yes, I am vulnerable and I am available and I am feeling, and I'm so grateful that I'm feeling. And it's a different relationship that I have today to my own emotional self, where before I would be upset with myself. Like, why are you so emotional? What's going on? And so if you're feeling really emotional, be grateful that you're feeling. And if you're feeling shame or you're feeling, I had infidelity in my life. I was not loyal to someone. If you have that inside you, or if you're living, hiding, pretending, I just want you all to know, don't be surprised if you have gastrointestinal problems, if you have constipation, if you have depression, if you have anxiety. A lot of why we are depressed is because we're depressing our emotions. We are not feeling safe enough to process and feel and allow these emotions to evaporate. And so that's why I wanted that video out of myself in my own rawness, because if you have a hard time sitting with me and watching that, whatever is happening inside you in that moment, it's going to trigger inside you whatever you're holding. And so message me if you want to join me for the intimacy class tomorrow via Zoom. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And tonight, I'm going to be sharing the abundance activation at the Modern Om Bungalow at 7 p.m. today. And so you might be saying, well, what does shame have to do with abundance? So, abundance means feeling everything. Abundance means I am going to sit with everything that is me, in me, and I'm going to be open to feeling and flowing and feeling and flowing. And a lot of us are struggling to create more abundance flow. You have to be able to receive in order for you to have more abundance. And so, are you receiving all of who you are? Or are you only wanting to be with the happy you, the you that is pretending to be happy? So you're in lack when you're doing that. When you're not being authentic, you're in lack of yourself. And so authenticity, rawness, being open, being available, being vulnerable, that connects you to your superpower. That connects you to your badass energy. And getting comfortable with your emotions is one of the steps in the direction to abundance. And so I'm going to be sharing tonight ways of being more of a magnet for abundance, which a lot of us have disconnected and closed ourselves off from a lot of parts of us. And so I'm living proof, because every single day there's people contacting me from everywhere for summits, podcast interviews, opportunities to collaborate. Clients come out of nowhere. They just find my videos on YouTube and they're drawn to me. And so would you like to be more of a magnet? Would you like more to come to you with more ease and grace and fun? And the awesome thing is, a lot of times these people are perfectly aligned with me. Usually it's a 10. The people that attract and contact me after seeing my website, watching my videos, the more I am aligned, the more I am authentic, the more I am available and real and who I really am, it's inevitable that I'm going to keep attracting perfectly people that are aligned with my mission and my purpose. And so it really doesn't have to be so much work. So much work. If you're feeling it is, let me show you how to get aligned and how to free up that energy of the past so that you can be more who you really are. And it's so much more fun when we live from that place. I'm really grateful that I'm relentless in this truth seeker. And honesty is the greatest medicine. And so I encourage you, if you're being dishonest somewhere in your life, get honest with yourself. That's the greatest medicine. That's the best immune booster. If you're pretending, if you're in a relationship where you're not really in love with that person, you're comfortable, trust me, it is so much better for that other person for you to be real and tell the truth. The truth is the greatest medicine, and shame helps us to see the heaviness of not being in the truth. Guilt helps us also, and so we get to learn from the contrast. And so embrace the guilt, embrace the shame, embrace those fears, embrace it all, and that is the doorway to abundance. So let me know if you want more information. Message me if you want the details. Sending you all lots of love. And wherever you are in this journey, I love you, I honor you, I support you wherever you are. If you're not ready to hear this, it's okay. Comment down below with what came up for you. Are you cheating on yourself? Are you holding shame? Are you not loyal to yourself? And are you ready to get committed and clear and be juicy? Because that's what commitment and clarity brings. Lots of juiciness. We'll talk about that other stuff later. Bye.